This March, 21 students from Iowa State University participated in Project Jamaica, the Office of Sorority and Fraternity Engagement Alternative Spring Break. Traveling first to Treasure Beach and then to Grill, the students engaged in service, cultural immersion, and built great relationships. In this short video, Sam, Liz, Ryan, and myself, Willa, will talk about our experiences in Jamaica and what we have learned from them.
While on the trip, we did service at two schools, the first being Epping Forest and the second being Gordon's Early Childhood Institute. At Epping Forest Primary School, we helped make further progress in the stadium seating for the sports field, as well as interacted with the kids. While working on the stadium seating, we learned how to make cement, pickaxe areas to clear them for cement, and how to lay cement. At the second location, we painted, took out termite-infested walls, and rebuilt them, cleaned the outside of the school, and fenced the remainder of the school. Being able to spend our spring break doing service was very important because our privilege was put into perspective multiple times throughout the trip. For me specifically, it was important to give back to the schools because you never know the opportunities that will arise for the children in the long run. Overall, we all had different unique experiences that each taught us something about ourselves, but as a class, we came together by learning each other's personal stories and learning how to work best with each other and our leadership styles. In closing, the trip taught us a deeper understanding of service, and I cannot wait to continue my service further on.
Immersing ourselves within the Jamaican culture helped us serve in a more impactful and meaningful way. It was important to do research on the country of Jamaica prior to this trip in order to understand their culture better. We learned about their history, government, education, religions, food, and many more things before heading off to Jamaica. Once we got there, we quickly got a sense of their culture by visiting local restaurants, attending a Jamaican church service, and hearing stories from the locals that we were fortunate enough to work with. These experiences and prior research gave us a deeper sense of Jamaica and its culture, which ultimately helped us understand the service and its impact. Jamaican culture proved to have similarities and differences to what we are used to. An example could be the fast food restaurants we saw on our drives, or celebrating the religion we follow on Sundays. A difference could be having an actual chicken foot within our soup. Working within the Jamaican culture was fun and educating for all of us on the trip and gave us a wider definition of culture and service.
Going into this trip, I was very nervous. Not because I was going somewhere I had never been before, but rather that I was going with 20 strangers. After the first night, my worries went out the door. Although all of us are in different chapters, or not in a chapter at all, we had much more in common than I think anyone realized. Bonding over issues we have faced and qualities that we all share helped us become more than just friends. Over this trip, we became a family. After our first day of service, I knew this group was going to accomplish so much. We worked so well together as a team, and everyone led in their own unique way. Getting to know the Jamaicans helped things run smoother as well. We were more comfortable around them, and their stories helped everyone realize why we do what we do. Personally, hearing everyone's stories helped me see the bigger picture of Project Jamaica and Kay's goals.
The time we spent in Jamaica in regards to the conversations we had and the service work we did taught us that we must do a better job both serving those around us and advocating for causes that we feel passionately about. In order to be better citizens of this world, it is pivotal that we recognize where societal and economic discrepancies exist and do something about them. To do something and to be an effective advocate, you must care deeply about the cause that you are advocating for. This trip has made us all care deeply about the work Kay does and service initiatives in general. If we can work as a group to advocate for Project Jamaica by obtaining more funds and recruiting interested participants through the student organization, we feel this will leave Project Jamaica in a better place going forward. We must also all work to be more mindful citizens and advocate for the needs of everyone across this world and not just our own countries. This can be done by simply being politically active. We recognize that we may not be able to change the world through our advocacy and our own personal decisions, but as Barack Obama says, change doesn't happen overnight.